Turning now to your community focus. Summer is here, and it's typically a busy time for tourism in Rhode Island. Here to talk about the economic impacts of that and more, Commerce Secretary Stefan Pryor. He joins us now live via Zoom. Secretary, thanks for being here.
Glad to be with you again, Kim.
So let's talk about the summer outlook. In terms of an economic recovery post-pandemic, do you think this will be a mostly normal summer for Rhode Island businesses, or are we not quite there yet?
Well, we're not quite there yet, but I have to say we're very pleased with the economic momentum. Moody's rates the states, all 50 states, on how they're doing on what they call their back to normal index. They look at pre-COVID and how well states are doing economically compared to that starting point. And Rhode Island is fourth in the country for our economic comeback, and we're number one in the entire Northeast. By the way, Massachusetts and New York are towards the very bottom in the low 40s and 50. So the reality is we're doing well. We also just got some gross domestic product data in, the GDP data, which shows in general how our economy is doing. And Rhode Island's 7.2% quarterly data for the first quarter of 2021 is better than the nation, better than the region, better than Connecticut, better than Massachusetts, better than New York. In other words, our economy really is picking up at a pace that's exceeding any of our competitor counterpart states, neighboring states. This is great news. Now, having said that, different regions of our state perform differently. We're very encouraged that Aquidneck Island's going to do, South County's going to do well this summer. We're not taking it for granted. We're out there messaging and advertising and ensuring that people know that Rhode Island's open for business. We are worried about Providence and Greater Providence because the convention center is still closed for now. We're working on that. So hopefully you saw that we just announced that we're making an investment in WaterFire, as is the city of Providence. That's going to help.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that investment in WaterFire, a very popular place to be on a summer night. And as we have been reporting, we know that the state is going to pledge $300,000 on top of close to $400,000 that's already in the state budget to support WaterFire. That's a lot of taxpayer money. Is this a one-time infusion, or is this going to be a regular thing?
This is a one-time infusion. This is helping WaterFire overcome COVID conditions. Donations fell off and there's been disruption. They need to get back up and running. So there's expense associated with that. Having said that, I do think we have to look over the longer term at the sustainability of our signature events. WaterFire, Newport Folk, Newport Jazz, the tennis tournament at the International Tennis Hall of Fame. These are world-renowned events that can really catapult our economy, can really catalyze our economy. We've got to help to support them. I'm not saying that needs to be public funding. We do need to make sure that our community as a whole, including the private sector and philanthropies, support them. But this is a one-time infusion. What we did here is we reached out to WaterFire, including its founder, Barnaby Evans, and Peter Mello, who runs it day to day. And we reached out to the city council in Providence and said, look, if we put up a challenge of $300,000, would that even help the city council, which was pretty far along with reconsidering its decision not to do it? Would that help them ante up? And they did. So we both came through with $300,000. That means we're going to start to see WaterFires in September, so the later part of the summer.
And I know you said you're a little bit concerned about Providence's economic recovery. I can think of no perhaps better physical representation of the economy in Providence than the Superman building. I'm curious if there's been any developments on finding a tenant for that iconic vacant skyscraper.
We are in active conversations about possible plans for that building. So I need to leave you and viewers in suspense, because it's very important that these discussions happen in the right way. But we are in active conversations. There have been numerous efforts over the recent years, but we are engaged with the question.
Do you think we'll have an answer to that question by the end of 2021?
I wouldn't want to predict because it is such a complicated project, but I am optimistic that that building will have a new life.
And another area where you might have to leave us in suspense, but I've got to ask, there is some speculation that you are considering a run for general treasurer. When do you plan to make that decision?
Well, I have to tell you, Kim, we are so absorbed with the task of helping Rhode Island emerge from the pandemic and from the economic downturn. I don't have time to think about what else I may do someday. Right now, working with Governor McKee, I'm helping to, as best I can, contribute to his efforts and everyone's efforts to keep Rhode Island at the head of the pack in terms of our economic momentum, which so far, according to Moody's and many others, we're doing. So much more to think about in the distant future, but not right now.
All right, we will certainly stay tuned. Rhode Island Commerce Secretary Stefan Pryor, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Kim.
And coming up tomorrow on 12 News Now at 4, we're talking summer fire safety and 4th of July fireworks do's and don'ts with the State Fire Marshal Timothy McLaughlin. That's in tomorrow's Community Focus segment.